Second, double deuces. And we are out here south of Claude, Texas. And we got the belly dump hooked up today. We're going to be doing a little bit of rock hauling, a little bit of material moving. So today's plan is just to get a little bit of sights and sounds of some rock hauling. And this is a little short haul, a little 9-mile haul. So we're going to do about 9 to 10 rounds. We're number 3 in line. I was really surprised. We were shaking the camera down there a little bit. I was really surprised that we got one here and one there. Pit right over here, and we got, I don't know, there's only like 2 or 3 behind us. Usually there's about 25, 30 trucks out here, but today is the first day that we've been back on this. The farm to market road coming into here had got beat up so bad that the state ended up shutting it down for, I think it's been down for 3 or 4 days while they repaired it. So there was no hauling going on out here. They had a detour around it, going down some county roads to get around it, but then the farmers and stuff were getting upset with all the dust and the dirt and the trucks. So what we're doing out here is I've heard AI center and I've heard data center, which is basically the same thing, I guess, and I've heard of Bitcoin mine, but this thing to me looks like it's way too big to be a Bitcoin mine. So I'm pretty sure it's like an AI data center or something. But so there's going to be 2 to 3 years of material handling right here, and they're building these things all over the Texas Panhandle. So we're probably going to be doing quite a bit of material moving here over the next little bit. There's also some wind projects going on right here. We hauled on a week or 2 ago. I think I've done really any videos yet on a rock hauling. Man, this week has been a whirlwind. I guess last weekend we had the truck show up in Dalhart, Texas, which y'all start seeing some of those videos come out over the next week. I'm going to try to publish this video this weekend. That way I get a video out. I've been kind of, with the truck show and all that, it kind of threw a loop in everything, kind of threw a loop in my plans. But we came back Monday. What did I do Monday? Oh, shoot. Okay, Monday we hooked onto the hopper bottom, and we went to Borger, picked up a load of urea, took it down to Slayton, and then we went back over to Plainview and picked up a load of sulfate and brought it back to Clarendon. And then Tuesday, I got my tanker, and we went down to Slayton, and we took a load of liquid up to Fort Morgan, Colorado. And then I got back from that Wednesday. I had to swing through Amarillo on the way back from Colorado, take my 3rd or 4th random drug test since February. So got that done. Got home. I hooked onto the hopper bottom again Wednesday night, and we went down to Haskell, Texas. I'll throw a picture in right here if I remember. And we loaded some Milo and took it over to an ethanol plant by Lubbock in Levelland. And I was going to do that I had 3 of those loads lined up, and they ended up, when you did the mileage rate on them or whatnot, they were not that good at all, especially for, if we could have found something coming out of Lubbock going back toward Haskell, back toward that way, it would have been all right. But we just couldn't find nothing to put together with it. So we got 2 more of those loads left. I think the boss man's going to knock them out, because this rock haul, this belly dump work came back open today, and we need to at least keep the truck over here all the time. Uncle Adam is out today, or he would have been over here with me today. So we're trying to keep 2 trucks on with these guys. They've been good to us. They kept us busy for the last 2 weeks, and this works right here around the house, and we're going to have even more work even closer to the house. We're about, I think it's 68 miles from the house to the pit here. So it's not too far. So we're going to do this today. and try to make a hand at it. And so what I'm trying to figure out is what I need to do. I need to buy something by the end of the year, y'all, for tax purposes. So I need to either invest in a piece of equipment, or I don't know, I might have to buy a pickup, aka service truck, or what. Well, if I'm going to buy a piece of equipment, it's going to be a trailer, and I don't know if I need to buy a belly dump. There's going to be a lot of that work here going on, but we're not really guaranteed to work, you know, we're just kind of third party on it. So, or do I need to just go buy a flatbed, and I could still work with the bunch. I was doing the flatbed work a couple months ago, getting some loads off the board, and find the other 2 or 3 brokers to stay busy. I'm not sure which way to go. Now, a belly dump, a decent in-shape, ready-to-roll belly dump is going to, on the cheap end, on the low end, it's going to cost about $25,000. A good, ready-to-use 48-102 flatbed, I've seen some pretty decent trailers out there for $12,000–$13,000. So that's where we're standing on that. Dang, this guy walking down the side of his trailer right here, and he just ran into his arms for his cart. That didn't feel good. But we are let's see what he's doing. He's talking to the other truck. Now with that being said, we're here at the tail end of August. We got about 45 to 60 days before our cotton harvest kicks off, and I really think as long as nothing crazy happens, we don't have a bunch of 100+ degree days. We've been getting a little bit of rain still. 58 degrees outside right now. I mean, we've had cool mornings. It's still been getting in the low 90s during the day, but it's not been 110 like it usually is this time of year. So the cotton is looking good. We don't get no early freeze or anything like that. It looks like we're about to start pulling up, guys. Yeah, they got the loader over there getting ready. So let's go get loaded. Sights and sounds. Come on. These guys know what in the world they're doing. Or if I don't know what I'm doing, he should be able to swing around and get behind that truck. They were having some material issues out here at one time, running out of material. Last time I hauled out here, it was a Saturday 2 weeks ago, and we ran out of rock. But since they've been shut down for a few days, it looks like they got some pretty good piles out here already. 90,000 pounds, so we got to dump a little bit off. DOT got out here the other day, they were loading a little bit heavier, and we're just going right down the road, but with that road falling apart and all that out there, you know, that's the name of the game. And luckily we got our overweight permit, so we can get back down here and kick a little bit off and get on out. So she said just drive down this road a little ways. My camera here is acting funny. I don't know what's going on. Thought we were going to do some good stuff today with it, but I might mess with it and see what's going on. Oh, that ain't fog. That's dust. So I need to kick off about 6,000 pounds. I don't know how far down the road is a little ways that she was talking about, but we're about to find us a spot down here. Two trucks in front of me had to turn around and come back down here too, so. I can tell by my suspension gauge. Now it was a little heavy. It's up there about 80 PSI. It needs to be around 70 PSI, so. Alright, I'm fixing to find a spot and we're gonna go out here and we're gonna hand valve it, unload it. Now here's a wide spot, looks like it's good as any. Go out here and hand valve it. Be enough. Gauge is reading about right there. Let's see if our door's closed good. Oh yeah. road up on us. Used to, we were going straight right here. Now they closed that. Got this side open. Supposedly there's going to be a 4-lane paved highway coming up in here. Camera might be a little shaky, guys. I can't find my map. I have to get back there in the sleeper and look for it. Well, my polish job from the truck show ain't gonna last very long. Water truck spraying water up there, but we gotta keep the dust down. Here's the asphalt plant. They got set up to pave these roads. Going on out here, y'all. A whole lot going on out here. Looks like we're going to ease back into the O's road here. So we got about another mile or so of this to go. I'll pick y'all back up over here when we get ready to dump. here. He's over there about where the dozer's at. Guy always gets mad. Water trip. That there, how it's done, y'all. Get it in, that's right. Alright, so we're gonna go back and try to do that about 9 more times today. So from now on out, I probably won't do much talking. We're just going to do a lot of getting some video of some equipment and some stuff running around, and just have a good old time. Talking about them paving that road. There it is right there. They done started on it. Got the paving machine, the milling machine up here. Keep on coming, bud. I'm gonna pull over here. I need to roll my tarp right quick.
Bicentennial.
What's that?
Oh gosh.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate fine.
Looks like they're still having to dump quite a bit. come back. They tell us to go down the road here a little ways and dump. And they dump this stuff. I know it's powder right here, but right to where only one truck can get through here. They don't get to the edge of the road. Make no daggum sense. Now, let's see if we don't have to kick any off. I hit my doors real quick when we were coming out back there on the side of the road, the edge of the road. By my gauge, where it was a little heavy. Hopefully now we should be right on. And that's the kind of Mac I want. I want to get something like that for doing this kind of work. He was the one that loaded in front of us a while ago. Let's go see if we're too heavy. 87,000, so we gotta go dump. Should let the doors open just a little bit longer. Kill us on our time right here. Having to do all this dumping. And old Mac rolling the coal. keep getting behind the water truck every time. They're playing hell on my polishing out there. Mud all over the back of the truck. I gotta get me a set of full fenders, y'all. Need a set of them things. Right now though, we can barely afford diesel, so yeah. Water in the road. That big old dump truck over there. He's dumping his load of base. Little John Deere. No, that's a Komatsu, ain't it? Yeah, little Komatsu 71 PXI. Going in here to dump number 4. It's 10:15 a.m. We're making good time, making good progress here. And it's pretty cool, y'all. We're right on the edge of the Palo Duro Canyon. Get up here, get in this entrance here, and you can kind of see down there toward the bottom. You get right over around these piles here, and it goes right down into the canyon there. Now the phone don't pick it up very much, but to the eye, it's a pretty cool view. So we let a couple of trucks come around this. Them guys want to run a little bit faster than I care to run, so I just pull over and took the time rolling my tarp and let them come around. We're loading on this side of the pile this time. Alright, there we go. Getting her in there. This is load number 5 that we're loading right now. 4 or 5, can't remember. I think it's 5. I got to fill out some paperwork. about that time. First time today, load number 5. It happens sometimes, that switch. Oh, something about my switch. Sometimes I flip it and you gotta flip it twice. I don't know if the switch is wearing out or what, but it didn't fire, so I had to back up and I didn't get a good run. We're dumping wide open, so all that product comes out at once and it kind of hang you up, and you're driving in that soft stuff that they just knocked down, so you got to kind of be rolling when you dump. I wasn't rolling quite like I needed to be. Still got trucks catching up to me. I'm just gonna let them around as they get to me. Like I say, I'm gonna get my 10 loads today. These guys might get 11. About $100 difference between 10 and 11 loads, and I think about $400 or $500 worth of damage saved, you know. See that little Mac there with the red hood, or a red Mac with the white hood, or it's actually what do you call it, primered hood. That thing was for sale a few months back for 10,000 bucks, and I thought about looking at it, but it only had that little 300 horsepower Mac engine in it. Well, last week after I got this truck polished, we were hauling some loads out of Vega, Texas over to here, which is about I think it was a 77-mile haul, and I ran that Mac for 3 days because I didn't want to get this truck dirty since I got it polished before the truck show. Well, that little Mac, you know, it was underpowered, of course, a little underpowered, but once you got that rubber band tight, you know, as they talk about, man, that thing did all right, and it got close to almost 6.5 miles to the gallon compared to my 5 in this. I should have jumped on that. And that one's got a sleeper. Comes our buddy TJ Liscano. Check out, he's got a real nice W900 pulling the end up. Back out here, you coming back?
Yes, sir. Should be coming back one more time.
10-4. We'll see you in a little bit, bud. Be safe.
Thank you, sir.
putting me in these spots where like they don't know where they want me to dump at. Back there behind us, he got hung up too. I don't feel so bad. Most stuff is soft and we're dumping wide open like I talked about earlier. It is what it is. Well, let's go get number 7. 4 more lows, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to just do 10 and call it a day. Watch the old Mac roll the coal. We're going to get number 7 kicked off. I'm going to put y'all out on the mirror this time. I know it ain't going to look directly back at the trailer, but you kind of look across the location there. It might be just a different kind of view of going across there. So. Everything was going smooth. Do you get them to try to do a U-turn in the middle of the freaking highway? West Texas. Here about to load up number.
Patience. I do have to say, the study is
About to load up number 8. A lot of these guys are getting to come up here and haul are from West Texas. And you can dang sure tell it by the things they do. Now that right there is a prime example, trying to do a U-turn in the middle of a highway with a belly dump that has a drop off on each side. You know you're going to hang up. I mean, it's not rocket science, but maybe I should be nice to him. He had enough help right there anyway, so I just kept going on. Come around the ditch and got in here to get loaded, so maybe I ain't much better cutting through the ditch, but we all got through the ditch. So I just went around it. It was fine right there. Do not. And if you're going to do a U-turn on a highway, don't go perpendicular with it. I mean, X marks the spot. That's where you're going to hang up. Freaking come in at an angle. Or here's a better idea. At the next section line or county road, turn down that dirt road and make sure nobody's coming and back across and then turn out. I mean, it's... Come on, they're having a good day, so I don't know. He's gonna be hung up when we come back out. It looks like I see him moving over there. I can see the highway from here. I see a blue stand up. Somebody might have had a chain and was able to. He was empty, I think. So if he was loaded, he'd been there. They'd have to get a record. All right, we're gonna try to get 3 more out of here. Dancing whirlwinds. Look yeah! We're right through that one. So we're gonna go right through this one too. Look yeah! Let's see what we got on. More water trucking. I always get kind of having to wait at these S-curves too. Boy right there, he got in front of us. One thing bad about this lease trailer I'm pulling is is it does not have electric tarp on it. Our trailer that we own has an electric tarp. You wouldn't believe how much time that saves you. But one thing good about this trailer, this lease trailer I'm pulling here, is it weighs about 3,000 pounds less than our trailer does. Ours is like a 2006 or 2007 CPS construction trailer. Yeah, CTS. And this is a 2024 Armor Light. Alright, let's get back and get number 9. Loader man waiting on us here. Like this old International right here. It's a pretty cool ride. Back in there. Back in here and let this track hole getting loaded up. They're hauling off these spoils. Out of the dozer, we got a belly dump that's hung up, and we got one here waiting, so I guess I'm gonna jump out, roll my tarp right quick while we figure out what's going on. Oh wait, never mind, that dude's waving this guy to come on. Tell us not to drive on that black material, on that black screen, but we got it at that time. It's gonna make us one more round, y'all. One more round. We'll have us a good old day today. is loaded up. We are headed to the scales, going to get our last ticket. Go there, get her kicked off, get her ticket signed. And then we're going to head her back south to the Casa. Alright. Go over here. I think he's gonna send me somewhere else. Nice. Okay. I got to back up here. We're going to follow this guy on this header. Get on top of that pad on the left. It's already ready for concrete, he said. Already compacted. Dozer hand, y'all see his little line right there? Saturday morning, we're back out here. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I hope y'all enjoyed that video. Woo, that sun's bright this morning. Pretty quiet out here this morning. A lot of the construction crews aren't working today, but ours is. So we're gonna stay out here and get her did. Thought I might have to go haul some hay this morning, but it didn't happen. It's been a while since we hauled some hay, y'all. But yeah, it is going to happen. I got 2 loads I got to get. Something's going on with the loader, so they might call here in a little bit, and I might have to boogie home to go get it. But I bet it's going to end up being next weekend. So we go do a little bit of that. I'll try to get some video of that to put out later on. But as for this one, we're going to bring it to a close. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us today. Be sure to go down there and hit that like button for us. Helps us out a lot. And share the video out if you would like to. And just thanks for hanging out. Had a brain fart there for a minute. So y'all know what we say around here though. Keep your shiny side up, hammer down, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.